Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today we are going to take a look at some Matchbox moving parts. I don't know, dude, I have no clue what wave is what is coming out soon. All I know is I go shopping for Diecast at my local Wally Worlds and such, and I come home with some stuff, and I know kind of what I have and what I don't have, so I'm able to pick it up. That's it. That's all I know. I didn't pick these up. A couple of these I got from SC Diecast, but the majority of which I did find in store, and I got one here. I think this Audi I got from Fox River Bandit, which is a dude that watches my channel. That's yeah, cool dude. He sends me a couple things here and there. So I did get something from that. Other than that, right, I don't know what wave is what, and I just haven't been able to keep up or keep track or any of that stuff. I realize I'm a little bit crooked here. So sorry about that, I guess. We're going to go ahead and I'm trying to improve my setup a little bit here, and it's not. Every time I try something new, it just doesn't work out, does it? All right, so we're going to try this. We're going to go through these. I've got 11 models here. These are the latest 11 to be added into my collection. And again, I don't know what wave each one is from. I have no clue. We are going to start with this guy right here, the Dodge Charger Daytona RT. What I do know is a lot of these castings are new for 2025, so including this one. So this is a new tooling. So let's pop this one out and check it out. This is the 2024. So this is still in the eco-friendly packaging, which I don't mind it at all. Some people are afraid it's going to rub and damage the casting. I haven't really seen that happen, at least not to too many of them. So I haven't had any issues with it. If you guys have had issues with it, I guess let me know or comment about it down below. Send your complaints there. But I haven't had any issues with the cars turning out problematic, but maybe you have different. So, and with that too, it does seem like they do kind of skew, and I don't know that it's necessarily going to be with the ones that we got here, but these cars typically, the castings do definitely skew towards sort of EVs in a way. So, but this is the 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona RT, and I think this thing is this an EV? I thought they were making an EV Dodge Charger, and that was this one, wasn't it? I thought, and I could be wrong. It's happened on occasion, not very often, but it's happened. So I could be wrong on this, but you guys let me know in the comments down below. I thought this was. This one's got opening doors, and again, it's a brand new tooling. Kind of cool. The door's a little bit crooked sitting in there. That's why I'm not a huge fan of the opening doors. But, yeah. We're trying to grid on the light today, and you can see it in the reflection. I'm not sure if I really wanted to darken the back and have this closer to the back so I could have a wider angle, but I'm not sure that it's working out in my favor. You guys let me know what you think, if that's irritating to have that type of reflection there or not. Anyway, digging it. I think it's okay. I mean, it's all right. The opening doors, whatever. All right, next is the 2024 Polestar 3. And this, I believe, is an EV as well. I do like this packaging, honestly, that it just folds flat and you can throw it in your cardboard recycling. That's pretty cool. And then this stuff is like biodegradable, right, or something, is what it is. It does say it's paper foam, so I guess technically you can throw this in your cardboard recyclable, I think. Yeah, that's where it's going, and hopefully they have use for it. So yeah, this is, I believe, an EV. It's boring, but Matchbox does a lot of boring cars, and I kind of like that they do that. Opening doors on this model as well. Again, not my favorite. If we're going to do a moving part, this isn't necessarily the one that I prefer the most. I like either an opening hood. Opening hood is probably the number one if we're going to do an opening part, unless the doors are kind of really something cool like that Lambo that we'll get to in a second. But yeah, it's nice. It's not bad. This was another new casting for 2025. Along with this, we got two EVs. I think that's an EV. You guys are gonna, I'm gonna sound totally stupid if it's not, but you guys will let me know. Yeah, this is definitely not. Lamborghini Centenario. And pop that one down, and then take that out. In a brownish, pukey, brownie, baby poop color. It's not a great color, okay? It isn't. We've seen this car come out a few times. This is definitely not the first release, not the second release, not even the third, I don't think. But this one's got the cool doors, scissor doors. And they pulled them off pretty good, I think, if you can get them to sit down, which they do. They do okay. Nice details up front for the headlights. The one thing about these that is cool is these are like a full deco, always. And even though they have plastic, wheels and a plastic base and all that, there's still some cool castings in here. So I dig them. You guys got to tell me if you dig this wide-angle camera here. I think it's all right. We can kind of really set out and see more stuff. So that's a cool one. I like that one. I collect that casting, obviously. So, and I should say, too, with the Matchbox Moving Parts, I do not pick up every single model. So if there's a model that is missing here, it may be because I haven't found it. It also could be on purpose that I just didn't grab it because I didn't care for it. For a minute there, I was picking up every single one of these, and then I realized, what are you doing? It would be cool to do a video on every single one that came out, but is it necessary? No. It shouldn't be. All right, BMW M4 Cabriolet. Let's check out this one. Oh, copyright date, by the way, on the bottom of this is 2019. So this casting has been out for quite a while. Obviously not in that color. That is new for this year, but the casting itself has definitely been out for a bit of time. Let's take a look at the BMW in yellow. Pretty sweet. Brap, brap, brap. Matchbox. BMW. Good details for the taillights. I do like the graphical representation that they did there, and the headlights look pretty good too. Not much to complain about here. This one does have the opening doors, which is the most popular moving part for this line. It's definitely opening doors. And I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh. And this one's copyright date, I say that already, is 2020. So it's been around actually for a little bit too. Time is flying. It's kind of a weird color yellow. It's kind of palish looking. I don't know if that's the color temperature of my light here. And actually it might be. Can we change that? Oh yeah, that's what I should have had it on. Let's lock that in. All right. So yeah, it's not quite as pale as we thought it was. You can see the colors a little bit more accurately now. This thing still looks like baby poop, but yeah. So there's that. Let's follow that up with a Alpha Wolf electric truck, which this is a new casting. So we'll put it on this side, the new casting side. This is a new casting for 2025 Alpha Wolf electric truck. And I'm not familiar with this truck at all. I know nothing about it. I do know that it looks kind of cool. Like if there's an EV little pickup that I would get, this is kind of cool actually. If this is really accurate to kind of what this thing looks like. It's got like an old school pickup truck look to it. And it's a nice, like kind of tinier size. Like I love a small truck. I think small trucks are neat. Little two-seater, small trucks. I used to have old, I think it was a 90, why does it go back to that? We need this. I used to have a 90 91 Ford Ranger. And that truck was so cool. It was a little, kind of a little truck. Kind of neat. This is weird. So this is plastic up here in the front. It almost, I think it's a separate piece. They got that red plastic right there. The opening part here is a door. So shuts pretty good, and the gap is pretty decent. So not bad. Alpha Wolf. It's got Subaru Brat vibes, right? You think so? I think so. It does. I don't know what the size of this truck is in real life, but I would imagine it's pretty small. If it's just a two-seater and just a bed there. This thing's kind of cool. I'm gonna have to look the real vehicle up because I'm actually honestly slightly, I don't know, interested in that vehicle for some reason because I like little trucks, right? So let's go to a bigger unit. This is a 1975 Range Rover. This is not the first time we've seen this casting. This one is not new, but it looks good in blue. We've seen it in kind of a pukey color, right? And what else? Has there been two colors of this out already? I think maybe green and then that like yellowish color. I could be wrong. I'm just going off of memory here. Interesting. Looks like the engine got all muddy. It's the same color as the interior. It's the same piece as the interior. This one gets an opening hood, which looks pretty good. Range Rover. Not a bad tooling. Not a bad casting. Not mad about it. I dig it. I think I bought it in every color it's come out in so far. So, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We'll set it over here. It's not a new casting. Let's take a look at the 2023 Audi RS6 Avant. And this is a car I would totally want in real life. It's a wagon. And a cool one at that. I don't think I would get it in purple like this car is. And I don't even know that they offer it in purple. I don't think I've ever seen one in real life in purple, or any Audi in purple for that matter, at least not that I am remembering. This casting's from about 2023 or 2022. That's a copyright date on it. But I like a wagon, and I think this thing is cool. This thing has an opening back hatch. It's kind of like a hatchback. It doesn't want to... No, and then it just falls open. That's funny. I was probably prying it. What? What's going on? I don't want to try to bend that up anymore because it seems like something's weird with this hatch, but it's got a hatch in the back. Is it really necessary? It's a moving part. I guess so. The casting itself seems nice. Decent detail up front. Looks pretty good. Audi Sport. Audi Sport. I like this one. It's cool. The color, not really for me, but I would not get it in purple. Funny thing is my wife, when I first met her, had a purple car. It was just, you don't see purple cars very often. She had a purple Pontiac Grand Prix when I met her. She got in an accident with that car. But anyway, and totaled it. But, yeah, that's the only purple car I've ever had in my life. All right, so interesting. It's interesting, I guess. Let's do, actually, I'm going to save the Porsches, I think, for last. Let's do the Triumph Spitfire. And I think, did we get this in collectors first? I thought so. I'm starting to feel like I already had this in my collection, but I thought the one I had rubber tires. So I want to say we got this in Matchbox Collectors, and in a green as well. But am I wrong? I could be wrong. Again, I know it doesn't happen very often, but it is possible. I'm trying to adjust my exposure here a little bit. I know it's great to just talk about what you're doing with the camera while you're doing it. People love that. 1969 Triumph Spitfire, 2023 copyright date. I know this came out like last year. I thought it did come out in green as well, but I could be misremembering. It's very possible. The engine in this is metal, which is a cool thing, I think. So that is a neat detail. And of course, this one has an opening hood, which is neat. It just, there is quite a gap there that's pretty noticeable. It'd be nice if that could get tightened up a little bit, but I know that's probably challenging. Triumph. I think it's cool. You know, you guys will have to, of course, let me know what you think, but it looks good with the green and the red interior. I think that looks pretty great. Like I said, the only complaint would be that big gap right there. If that was blown up to 1:1 scale, I mean, you'd be able to fit your head in there. So that's a little much for a hood gap. It's a nice looking model otherwise, though, I will say. Next one is the Mitsubishi Pajero. This one is new for 2025. Cool model. I like the color of it right off the bat. I think the color is nice. And it is nice. Look at this. There's your Mitsubishi logo. I love this, actually. I think it's really nice. The spare tire being that color plastic kind of bothers me a little bit, because it's not not a cover over the wheel. It's literally, and I think it's larger than the actual wheel. I don't like that. I don't like that. Other than that, and this is a brand new casting, yep. Other than that, this casting is really cool. And I like the color break here. And the color that they chose for the first release of it is great. It does have opening doors. The gap looks pretty decent. It's a cool model. Yeah, I'm digging that one. I think this one's really nice. So it's just that the back wheel a little bit bugs me. It's like, why couldn't they just make it like, you know, cover the wheel with a wheel cover or something, and you wouldn't have the detail of the wheel, and that would be maybe better just because of the color that it is. And I'm sure it's part of the interior piece, so they have to match that, and which is also this plastic here that's in the front. So this plastic and this plastic, but look how good they did matching the paint color, or pretty darn good anyway, matching the graphic here with the paint color of that, or the plastic color. It's a cool casting. I am actually really liking this one. I think this was cool. These two little trucks, I think, are very cool. All right, so we got two more. We're going to do the Porsche 911 Carrera 4S first. This is a casting. I believe this came out, I want to say last year was the initial release of this. I could be wrong. We'll kind of find out here as we look at the base. And 2021, so it's probably older than that, actually. Definitely older than that, actually. And it does look pretty nice. I mean, this Porsche looks good. They did a decent job with it. Looks pretty cool in this yellow color. That's a nice color for the car. I like that it's got kind of like dark gray wheels, which looks good. Opening doors again. Pretty decent. Definitely pretty cool. Liking that one. I think that's a really nice one. You guys let me know what you think. I think it looks great in this yellow. It might be the best color that it's come out in since. I used to hate yellow cars, and now I kind of like yellow cars. Yellow is my thing now. I dig it. Yellow's pretty cool. I wish, you know, I just bought a brand new car, actually. And believe it or not, I bought a brand new car. I had some very strict stipulations, and literally it's really for work. I get a stipend for work for a car, so it had to fit within a certain budget and all that jazz. So I ended up with a Hyundai Elantra, a brand new one, a 2025. My first brand new car I've ever purchased. Pretty neat. It's blue, though, and that'd be cool if they would have had it available in yellow. I would have thought about it. Yellow would have been cool. That car would actually, I think, look very sporty and cool in yellow. All right, 2024 Porsche 718 Spyder RS. Maybe some other day I'll get in detail as to why I picked that car. But yeah, this one is a brand new one for 2025. And it's in blue. Brand new casting and a nice one. Another Porsche. You never get mad with another Porsche. Porsche RS. Decent taillight detail. This one we really kind of look at. We got a little casting line in there. That will vary from example to example, whether or not you're going to see that. It's a little bit harder to see on this side. Headlight detail. Looks pretty good. I think talking about the lighting again, the grid, I think does a good job keeping the background dark. Problem is it's sagging. I need to get it up more like this. Oh, jeez. No! It's sagging a bit. We're going to have to figure out a solution for that. I think binder clips will work. And then if it's up more, I don't think you're going to see the you're still going to see that distracting kind of grid pattern there. You just can't win. You know, lighting, photography, all that stuff is just a game of give and take. And we just lost the light for some reason. I guess it got mad at me because I was talking trash. Whatever. All right. I like this new casting. It's pretty cool. Glad to have found it. And I'm liking it. So overall Matchbox Moving Parts. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new ones, 6 older ones. And they're all pretty decent, I would say. I enjoy a Matchbox Moving Part. I think it's kind of fun. Let's do something here. I want to... What happens when we darken it a little bit? We're going to play around with the lighting here for a second, so you can go if you want to. Minus 0.8, I think, looks pretty good. We'll check that out in post. But yeah, so I'm digging Matchbox Moving Parts. I think it's a great line. I've been buying tons of them. I've got a ton of them in my collection. There really has been a lot out now. I mean, and they've been out for a while, so that's why. But very, very cool. I enjoy it. Hopefully you guys enjoy them too. Let me know which ones of these that you picked up. Let me know which ones I'm missing, because that I'd be interested in knowing as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.